The Society of St. Vincent de Paul is a lay Catholic organization under the Diocese of Goa. It is registered under the Societies Act of 1860. The first conference of society was established in 1930 in Margam, South Goa. Today, we have 172 parishes and chapels in our presence over there, and with a membership of over 2,600 active members. Besides providing relief to over 3,700 adopted families, the society also has permanent projects like the aged homes, one in the north and one in the south, a special school for differently abled children in Kutturi, clinics, migrant coaching classes, and so forth. But the most and best project that we could launch is the Blessed Ozanam Recovery Center or Rehab for Alcoholics, where we have a program for 3 months residential treatment for afflicted brothers. And today we are adding on to this project a new center called the Physio and Wellness Center, which is designed as a post-COVID treatment for people to remain fit from illness to wellness. Thank you.
My dear Vincentians and our friends in charity, my magacha yoga tumka phodo nami chod kushi. Our honorable guest today we have with us. May I request him to please come and join us in this momentous occasion and help us to increase our joy and boost our morale. I will first request our chief guest for today, Reverend Father Roland Coelho. Please come, Father. I'd like to hear some claps. Yeah, please come, Father. Father Roland Coelho is a provincial and has been collaborating with the Vincentians by way of presenting us some projects and please come, Father. Thank you, Father, for coming. Father Marvin? Yeah. We also have with us, please welcome. Yeah. My dear friends, once again welcome. I also welcome all the family members and friends of late Dr. Mario Munino. Some of our AA members, I welcome them also. And welcome to this center. I must say a few words about this center. Some of you are very new to this place. This place, if you have to see 3 years back, you will look other side because it was used for dumping fuel. Now, with the help of Carmona people, with the help of my Vincentian great team of 172 parishes units, I was fortunate to head this and have this center done up, the beauty that you can see today, for a very, very special cause. And in this, I must mention, it was Brother Zabir Gudi, Alan, Zamari, and others who started first. But the coordination and further push was given by the coordinated team with Sister Asha, Laurita, Oscar, and Brother Cyprian. He calls himself, this is his second home, because every week he wants to come here. So this center, we felt the need, seeing the very pathetic situation of alcoholism in Goa. And we started this in collaboration with Kripa Foundation with guidance of Father Joe Pereira and Father Kajetan Menezes, who are now in Mumbai. He has sent his greetings to us. This is the only such center under Goa Diocese and only one in South Goa, I must say. With good response, my dear friends, we could treat 180 addicts during the last 3 years of our inception and put them back to God and family life. We are proud of that. Government of India has recognized our services and has selected this center under the program of Daru Mukt Bharat. So I think must give a clap for ourselves. Let it be heard up to Delhi. So it's a privilege for Carbona. Now, why this center that we have just blessed, Father Rolando has blessed? Why? You know, my friends, with modern lifestyles, sedentary, suicide, we are glued to our TV, mobiles, handsets, and whatnot. Makes our life, as Dr. Melanie tells us, so sickening, paining everywhere. And therefore, we thought we will present you this project of wellness or physiotherapy with a holistic approach. We are blessed with a physiotherapist, and this project is supported and brought to us by the Goan Overseas Association, US and Canada, through Goa Charitable Organization, Mr. Salvino Colasso, the president. So too, we find that our mind and emotions need attention. Hence, we present to you a holistic approach of healthcare, a model with physiotherapy, yoga, and counseling to help live life in abundance as God created us to be. या प्रकल्पावदेशी जे आमचे सवलती वदेशी आमकां खात्री आसा आमची शारिरीक तशीच आत्मीक आनी मानसीक ह्यो सगळ्यो आमच्यो हेच्यो उदरगत जातली आनी आमी एक बरें जिवीत जिवंक शकतले. In Dr. Melanie, we have a best of postgraduate physiotherapist with experience and a passion for serve the poor and the needy. By the way, the booking is already started. We are booked for 2 months. Give her a big hand. Yeah. As far as our counseling for youth and family, we are focusing. We avail the services with permission and sometimes without permission of Father Roger, Father Roland, our parish priest, and my spiritual guru, Father Donato. They will be available on appointment only. In addition, we also have tied up with the MA psychology students who will be doing the peer group youth sharing. Yoga and camps that will be organized, and we plan to reach out, our future plans to reach out to schools and colleges so that we can keep our Bandaraja going free from becoming hub for addiction and drugs. Our motto being service to the poor and needy, and we throw these facilities open to all the villages around Karmona, like Olim, Varka, Kabalasi, Benauli, and other side of the bridge, Chinchini, Naveli, which are very close, only 4 kilometers, right? They can avail this, and we will be happy to serve them whatever capacity we can. Dr. Melanie says her motto is to keep you and me fit without swallowing the pills, isn't it? Right. So today, 26th September, as I said earlier, especially for Vincentians, being the death anniversary of Dr. Mario, who died serving even to the last, even the COVID patients. We therefore dedicate this Physio and Wellness Center to his memory and pay our humble tribute. On behalf of SSVP Goa, I extend my gratitude to all my overseas Goans, Goan Charitable Organization President, Mr. Salvino Colasso, for reaching out in the pandemic times, be it by way of mobile phones, yearly recharge, for online learning, groceries to charity homes and needy, medical camps, masks, sanitizers, and awareness program in the schools and colleges, etc., etc. And this was facilitated through our Goan Jesuits, Father Provincial Rolando. And while doing this, ladies and gentlemen, we had a feeling like the novel The City of Joy, Kolkata, the poorest city. and how the poor shared and cared for each other. Something like that we experience. Therefore, we thank Vincentians. We are grateful. All the Vincentians are grateful to all those who gave us this opportunity to serve the needy and experience God's mercy. Remember, God still loves the world. Dear Guru.
The next item is the distribution of mobile phones to the needy. We have distributed many mobiles earlier, as well as we have given so many recharges. Okay, so wherever we throughout Goa, we have given them recharges. Today we are giving 3 phones, 2 offered by the conference of Santa Isabel Panjim outside Vincent de Paul. I would like Father Maverick and Father Mervyn, and then the next one will be by Father Roland. Second mobile by Father Mervyn. Thank you, Father. And the third one by Father Roland Carvalho, because because you know they are a bit confused with 2 Rolands. Yeah. Thank you, Father. The next item is the COVID-19 certificate allotted to the special school by the Director of Education. Sister Laurita, our director there, will read the certificate. Father Roland, okay. We'll ask Father Sarpanch to hand over the certificate. Sister Laurita here. She manages the school, the special school at Kurtori. That is another step. And the government of Goa has awarded a special certificate.
Certificate of recognition to Saint Vincent de Paul Special School, Batora, Kurtori, as a Rotary COVID-19 Awareness Program Center for educating 27 students, 48 parents, 260 community members on COVID-19. Rotary Camp was conducted in association with Rotary Club of Margao, Sunrise Panjim, Vasco da Gama, Kushore, Panjim, Riviera and Margao Midtown. This certificate is presented on 5th September 2021.
Okay, thank you, sister. Our good work is recognized by everyone, not only here but all over Goa. Now is the turn of Father Roger.
So very good evening and respected dignitaries on the stage here and all the Vincentians. It's a very great day for us to be together. So we ek sangatak or this आम्ही सोनोपता आणि गरीब भाषेन या आमच्या वाठारात कार्मोना सेंटर आमका पावस जाला. It'll take a very little short time, but I just want to share some experiences. With that, we'll know the importance of this place. आम्ही थोडे अनुभव सांगा. I practice counseling and गेल्या 20 दिवसांनी there are teens or teenagers or youth आम्ही counseling करताना out of 10 teens or youth 5 I have to direct them to either to the psychiatrist or to the IPHP, that is the mental hospital in Bamboli. दांतल्या 5 जणांक हांवें तकलेच्या दोतोरांक चडशीं धाडल्यात. So what is the meaning of this? This is the condition today in Goa. So out of 10, half of them. So 50% of our teens and youth, and of course including adults, we are struggling with our mental health. So that's the situation. Where regarding the alcoholism, we don't have to talk about it. Because even last night somebody was begging, Father, please help my husband to, treatment Korea. Magir we Gamu side Gamuya. So this is another crisis we in Goa face. Now here the center does not directly treat you. First you need a medical treatment for that, and then the rehabilitation where we have counseling, yoga, spiritual sessions, and overall formation, and again once again getting back to normal life. So this is how the whole program happens. Now adding to this center we have physiotherapy and wellness. So how does this will help us, including our inmates? Okay, including inmates. This is going to be great. And today we're talking about mental health. That's the need of the that's the reason, because mentally we are not fit. Our today's generation that we are not strong enough mentally. Strong as we have to go through mental breakdown, and so the mental medication that we need. So physiotherapy we're talking about, wellness we're talking about. It works all together. Against even our rehabilitation, we not only help them to come out of the alcoholism, we also help them to rebuild the physiology, the body, food, muscles, mental thinking, or the cognitive thinking. So all those things are involved, and that's why it is the whole health we call it. So wellness. So this center had been a great resource and help for many of our Goans and non-Goans. People have been treated here, rehabilitated here, and helped here. So we are blessed to have once again Dr. Melanie here will be with us, and then she will be providing the physiotherapy along with that other mental health resources that we have. So we thank the Vincentians for having this great project in our village, in this place, and that adds up to the beauty of this place. So we are blessed to have Father Roland with us. We definitely going to cooperate in the future, no doubt about that. Let's give him a good hand. Yes. And once again, thank you for all the Vincentians who are giving the 100% and dedication and commitment. Let's build Goa. Let's make Goa once again beautiful one.
I must say that we have the youth coming from Ponda. But these are the youth. Yeah. Welcome, Sister Tina. Thank you for bringing them. And okay, so yeah, some of you need fitness. Okay, please stay. all right. These are the group which will be connecting with the youth, and the youth will be coming for the peer counseling. Thank you so much. I would also like to present to you my board members, just all the way from Kalangut and San. There is Ina.
The next item, Mother Donat, can you come here? Kripa Foundation is working in collaboration with our St. Vincent de Paul Society, and they are doing excellent work, out of which I must in a special way congratulate Mr. Wilson. Mr. Wilson, please come. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you so much for the
Mr. Oswald.
you're rendering here.
Mr. Oswald, he has done so much of work here for the this, even he is painting, sweeping, sawing, everything, he is very good.
Yes, we are very, very grateful to you, Wilson, for all the service that you are rendering here. Every time I come here, I see you busy doing something or the other. May God bless you.
Oswald.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Julio, no? Third. Julio.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Oswald.
Keep working with
Julio,
love
Julio.
and passion.
Where is Julio? There he is coming. Julio, he is, whenever we come here, he makes us, less hungry or less thirsty. He gives us a nice cup of tea, a glass of warm water. Even this morning, yesterday we were here working, today morning we were here working, and first thing he does is, because he knows that, warm water. Okay,
Yeah,
so,
he has been very, very kind to me also whenever I come here. And he cooks with love.
With love.
God bless you.
Good. Now we have our bulletin, Vincentian Voice, and our editor, who along with our president, Brother Amas, has taken lots of trouble, both of them, Brother Godfrey as well as Brother Amas. They have taken lots of trouble in bringing up this magazine. So, Dr. Jude will be releasing.
A very good evening. I will be very brief on the bulletin and sorry the highlights of the bulletin. My dear Vincentians, as you know, we couldn't release the bulletin last year because of the pandemic. So we are releasing this bulletin after 2 years. And it's our Vincentian Voice for the year 2021. This year our bulletin has got a lot of changes compared to the past. This bulletin we are focusing on our activities because a lot of activities have been taking place. For the last 2 years, a lot of activities have taken place. And most of the people are not aware of our activities. So we are focusing on these activities which is brought out in the bulletin. Most of us know St. Vincent de Paul as a society of only doling out money to the needy, scholarships, medical aids, and occasionally house repairs. After the pandemic hit the country and the lockdown, we found that so many people were left jobless. So many daily wage workers were left penniless. In such a situation, there was no provisions for them, no groceries available for them. In such a situation, our society members risking their own life because that time there were restrictions not to go out. But most of our members were senior citizens, risked their life and went out and made the provisions available to those in need. Not only to our beneficiaries, but to other needy persons as well, including the migrants. After the lockdown was lifted, there were a lot of our migrant brothers and sisters who were rushing back to their homes. And we seen at the pathetic condition at the railway stations. Many were stranded without food. In such a situation, members of the nearby conference came forward, providing them food and water. After the second wave came in, somewhere in, it was in April, I think, end of April, there was shortage of oxygen. Many patients were dying. Many people didn't have the oximeters to monitor their oxygen level. In such a situation, the society came forward and provided oxygen concentrators to remote areas. Many remote areas where hospital, they couldn't make access to the hospital, so the society provided oxygen concentrators. Come July this year, and we have seen the flood situation in Goa. Whether it was North or South Goa, it was, both the areas were badly affected. Maybe from Abraham to right up down to Kalem and all that side. So it was the society members who came forward and they went eventually with their provisions, beddings, etc. etc. So much so that 2 houses which were damaged, we are on the way, almost 2 projects have been taken up, 1 house is almost completed. The society has adopted a village, a bowling village in Kepen Taluka. The one of our conference, the oldest conference in Goa, Holy Spirit Conference, is completing, or has already completed 90 years. I would like to thank my editorial team, Sister Asha and
Please come. Editorial team.
Sister Asha and Sister
Lynette.
Last but not the least, I would like to thank Brother
Yes.
Amancio,
Please
who
come,
has
yeah.
been the driving force behind this.
Come with the bulletin now. Lot of exercises and overnight oil burning to get this printing out. I'll request Dr. Jude Rodriguez to do the honors of releasing this bulletin. Yes, Dr. Jude. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, Dr. Show. Give the copies. Give the copies. One thing I would like to say is, many things your brother said. This center has an oxygen concentrator. We have all over Goa, and you please avail. Do not get scared of the 3rd wave, 4th wave. What they told us, say some 91 and go where you want to. So this facility, Kalmona can avail for the oxygen concentrator. There's got a nebulizer also.
I remember the days when my father, late fathers, and late mother, initially the late father was the president of the particular council, South Goa, and then it was my late mother who was also the president of the particular council. They used to go around in the car all over Goa trying to establish conferences. There were very few conferences at that time. In the later part of her life, when she was in need of oxygen, she used to carry an oxygen cylinder in the car and still go and inaugurate conferences, help other conferences, visit conferences. That was the dedication that my mother and my father had towards Society of St. Vincent. We had no COVID at that time. However, my father, during his tenure, he managed to get 2 properties as donation. Mr. Furtado was kind enough to donate this property. And there is another property in Kurtori, I think, which he also had kept from AC. From one sister, he had managed to get these 2 properties donated to the Goa Particular Council, South, at that time. I really do not know whether he will get such donation. Land will become very, very expensive. And with the North Indians taking the land, I really do not know. But I am happy that these properties which were vacant and nothing was being done for quite a long time, maybe because of government restrictions and restrictions of funds. I'm happy that today this wellness center along with this Rika Foundation has been established by the Central Council with the help of so many benefactors. A big standing applause to the President and the members. With this, I thank the organizers for having called me and recognized the services of my parents to the Society of St. Vincent de Paul. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Jude. We still remember the great contribution of your parents. We also remember the contribution of Brother A.F.G. Mashkaran uncle. I visited him last week. The oldest and senior most member, Sister Nirmala will tell us. Please. Yeah. So thank you so much, and may I request now the Sarpanch to say a few words.
Good evening, my dear friends. Though I don't know most of the people around here, Father Roland, Father Maverick, and all the dignitaries sitting with me on the dais, and all you lovely people coming from all walks of life, from all parts of Goa. On behalf of my village, Carmona, which is a lovely village along River Sal, I welcome you all to my village. And a thing which has happened today, it's a matter of pride for me and matter of great honor for me. On behalf of my panchayat, my village, I welcome you all to this village. As I said, good things happen and few things happens in our life. But a center like this, Society of St. Vincent Paul and Kripa Foundation, a center like this to have in our village is a great pride. It's not for you all only, but it's for our villagers also and neighboring villages who can come in times of need, especially due to because of situations like COVID or any other pandemic or any other situations where a human being might be subjected to. This is the place where you can find reconciliation and be subjected to some corrections in life, be it alcoholism, be it physical abuse, or any other situation we might find in. Centers like this are very far to find or very costly to attend, but charities like this are very few. So, before I shut down my speech, a few words I really appreciate the people who donated the property, the people behind this project to come up in this village, and the people who are running around. I know Mr. Ashley has been very kind of always coordinating me, and I can assure you, as village Sarpanch for the past almost 4 years, I can assure you all the support from our side. Whenever you need, you just give a shout to me. I shall be there. The village shall be there. And last, I thank you for all the lovely people for making this evening a great happening in my life. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sarpanch Alvin. George, he walks his talk. I know it. I've seen it. You've seen it in the papers also. So with this assurance, we feel a little broad-shouldered. We can go ahead with more projects. Thank you so much.
Yes, brothers and sisters, on this very auspicious day, how can we go without a message from our Archbishop Philip Neri Ferrand? We have a message from him, though he could not be present here. I would request Sister Lily, our senior most member, to please read out the message from our Archbishop.
It is a joy to know that the Goa Central Council of the Society of St. Vincent de Paul is launching a new project of Physio and Wellness Center. Attached to the existing Ozanam Recovery Center in the parish of Carmona. The Vincentians have always been in the forefront whenever it came to alleviate the sufferings of the poor and the downtrodden. It is a vocation that they have embraced with the love their Master and Lord showed in the cenacle, when he took a towel and water and washed the feet of his disciples. The unprecedented hardships and forced insulation that the poor and the not so poor had to face during the most acute periods of the current pandemic, and more recently the great loss of property that many families cutting across religious divides had to suffer during the floods in the month of July, saw the Vincentians rise together as an army of good Samaritans to bring solace besides food, groceries, kitchen utensils, beds, blankets, and other essential commodities throughout the length and the breadth of this territory. On the happy occasion of the inauguration of the Physio and Wellness Center at Carmona, I formulate sincere wishes for the genuine growth of this new venture and for the growth of Vincentianism in our archdiocese. May more and more of our lay faithful join the Vincentian ranks with the aim of translating their faith into action and living out their call to love, thus bearing witness to the love of Christ in their daily lives by being involved with increasing enthusiasm in the struggle for a better and a more just world. Last but not the least, I offer my warm congratulations to the great Goa Central Council, office bearers, their benefactors and collaborators, to whom I convey my cordial greetings and best wishes. Archbishop's House, Ganji, Goa.
On behalf of the Vincent Goa, I would like to acknowledge and thank our Archbishop for his message and good wishes. He's always been supportive, guiding us and blessing us for all that we do. If you see something good happening, it's his blessing I acknowledge. Thank you. That's a message from Father Cajetan. Beautiful, you'll be able to read in the bulletin. President Menezes, Director, Kripa Foundation. But I can't miss one message, please bear with me. This is coming from overseas, and this is from the Goan Charitable Organization. Mr. Salvin Colasso, the president, who has supported us this venture of our physiotherapy and wellness center, and we thank them once again for being with us in our crisis and supporting the good work that we are carrying forward. I request Brother Fidelis Gomes, our Vice President, to please read the message.
Message from Goan Overseas Association. Dear fellow Vincentians, congratulations on behalf of all the Goan Overseas Association across Canada and US and Goan Charitable Organization Canada. I would like to take opportunity to congratulate Mr. Amancio Fernandez and his fellow Vincentians on the launch of this wellness center in Carmona village, the fellow residents and those who are neighboring villages. We are proud to be able to proudly support this project and help with the wellness needs of our fellow Goans and they deserve much attention. A big thank you goes out to the St. Vincent de Paul organization and its volunteers for all the work we have done in collaborating throughout the pandemic, helping the neediest of the need in Goa. Together, we have been able to launch various relief activities right from the supply of essential groceries to various villages, orphanages, old age homes, helping poor students, mobile phone, PP sanitizers and oxygen concentrators, etc. The collaboration between St. Vincent de Paul and Overseas Association across North America has been a true testament that Goans can not only work together irrespective where we located, but can come together to help those in need in crucial times. We have had numerous donors across Canada and US that really helped towards this project through their donations, and we owe them our gratitude for doing such a big thank you for them. This was a joint venture in history where the Goan organization across Canada and US came together in solidarity to support a unified cause, and that we are really cared about welfare of our brothers and sisters in Goa in partnership with St. Vincent de Paul Society. The launch of today's project becomes even more special and closer to our hearts as we now move from providing temporary relief to a more sustainable permanent project in healthcare, meeting the wellness needs of the needy. Special acknowledgement and thanks to our provincial Goa Jesuits for facilitating us collaborating these relief activities, and to Brother Amancio Fernandez who worked tirelessly collaborating with us over the past years towards the above relief efforts, and without their efforts this would have not been achievable. Once again, on behalf of Overseas Goan across Canada and US and Goan Charitable Organization, I would like to congratulate and wish team every best success to launch this amazing project. Best wishes, Salvin Colasso, President Goan Overseas Association.
Thank you very much. Now is the turn of our chief guest, Father Roland Coelho. He's already been introduced partly by Brother Fidelis.
Mogal Padre Roland Carvalho, Carmona Piccorso Padre Vigar, Bab Amancio Fernandez, Akil Goi Sant Vincent de Paul Sonsteji Odyaksh, your Novia Project Acha team members, Father Maverick, Caritas Director, Dr. Jude, Sarpanch Alvin George, Father Donatus, Dr. Melanie Perez, all the dignitaries, हेर अधिकारी आणि म्हज्या इश्टांनो, आयच्या दिसाच्या ह्या आमंत्रणापासून तुमकां हांव काळजांत दिनवासतां. ह्या कोविडाच्या मारेकार पिडेच्या दिसांनी सांत विन्सेंट de Paul संस्थेच्या वांगडी आनी गोंय प्रांतांतलो जेजुईट संस्थेन जायतो बरो भाव गोंयांत केला. तुमच्या सांगाता हो वावर करूंक आमकां उपात कुशलकाय भोगली. तुम्ही हो नवो फिजिओ आणि वेलनेस सेंटर ह्या कार्मोनाच्या गांवांत सुरू करतात ते पळोवन म्हाका खूब कुशलकाय भोगता. संत विन्सेंट द पॉल संस्थेच्या वांगडी संवसारभर गरिबां आनी गरजेवंत खातीर जायती सेवा चाकरी करतात. म्हज्या ल्हानांतल्या ल्हान भावा भयणा मदल्या एकल्याक जे तुम्ही केलां ते तुम्ही म्हाकाच केले. तुमच्या काळजांतले कोलायतां तुम्ही ही जेजूची उतरां जियेतात. Lily, you read Bishop's letter and he gave you a special title. Do you remember that? He called you the army of Good Samaritans. It's a lovely phrase. The army of Good Samaritans. You deserve that, all of you. तुम्ही करतल्या बऱ्या वावरून पासून आम्ही तुका काळजांत तावन दिनवासता तशेंच तुमचे उपकारी. देवान तुमचे आनी तुमच्या बऱ्या वावरांचेर आपलो भरपूर आशीर्वाद घालो. देव बरें करूं तुमकां सगळ्यांक.
We do not go without having a demo from Dr. Melanie. It's all for us. Just have a small bite. Please, Dr. Melanie, don't miss it.
Okay, can everyone hear me now? Yes, I am Dr. Melanie. I am a physiotherapist who will be available for consultation here at this center. Okay, so I'll quickly introduce the center. Okay, in brief, we have 3 rooms here. The first room is the consultation room. So all the patients who ever take an appointment will be taken inside and consultation will be done. Okay. Then second we come to this room. This is called, we call it the gymnasium. Okay. You can see some of the equipments which have been put out there. Okay. So those will be, exercising room will be this one. Okay. And this spacing is pretty sufficient and walking training also will be done in this corridor. Next we go on to the last room, that is our the room for pain relief. Pain relief treatment will be given there, and to inform all of you that we have good state of art, the modern equipments which have been put in that room. Most of these equipments we have covered up here, so these all services are put or divided into these 3 rooms. Okay. So we are here from Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday morning 8:30 to 10:30. Okay, our numbers are put up here, or you can contact any of us for any of these appointments. Alright. So now I will teach all some, since all of you are gathered here. We feel we can't go home without doing some exercise. Okay, this is physiotherapy, and physiotherapy is all about.
Yeah, they've been eating and sitting here.
Yes. So all of you have tasted the snacks, so it's now time to taste some exercise.
Yes.
Okay.
Here we go.
Alright, alright. Before that, I want to know how many of you have diabetes? Can you all raise up your hands? Diabetes, okay, hands down. Pressure, hypertension or pressure, okay, alright. Many of you. Kidney issues, kidney, not many. Everyone needs kidney. I think no one has a kidney. Okay. How many of you have knee pains, arthritis or knee pain or hip pain or back pain? Okay, okay, alright. Okay, now he's got a headache. Okay, alright, fine. Okay, so I want to know, next question mine, how many of you all are into exercises? How many of you all are doing your exercises on a daily basis? I want to see, this is the important question, and I can see some answers. Okay, the middle people are not doing anything. Okay, it's only the answers coming this side. Alright, okay, and how many of you all are going for walks, everyday walks? Hands up, how many minutes? Not 1 2 minutes is not a walk.
Lockdown,
Okay,
lockdown, you can't go. I have to take my wife's permission to go.
No, that's one of the excuses. Lockdown is an excuse for people to stay home. Okay. Alright, okay. So why I'm asking you is because I'm just trying to introduce the importance of exercises into these conditions. Okay. Now there is research done which says people with diabetes, pressure, knee problems, heart issues, kidney failures, okay, all of these conditions are being addressed through exercises. Exercise is one of the most underutilized tool in today's health. Okay, so that's why one reason why we have the center here also is to make these services available to all of you. Alright. So they say for every senior citizen, every day you have to spend at least 40 to 45 minutes of exercises. Okay, at least 4 to 5 times a week. Okay, I think this should be a wake-up call to most of you who have been a little bit not into exercise. Alright, I repeat again, it should be 40 to 45 minutes. How many days? Yeah, 4 to 5 times a week. So you can take Sunday as an off to have your coke or your alcohol or your chicken or whatever. Okay. So one day you can take a break, but at least 4 to 5 times a week you should exercise for how many minutes? 45 minutes. Okay. All right. Fine. See why we should exercise. One example I'll give you in short. Suppose you take around 10 medicines or 10 tablets per day. Just an example. Okay. 10 tablets per day. But if you have a habit of exercising and going for walks, that 10 tablets can be cut down to 5. Okay? Isn't it something good? From 10 you can cut it down to 5. Okay? So that's why it is very essential or very important part. Okay? It has to be done every day, at least 4 to 5 times a week. Alright? Okay, now we will go on to some quick exercises. Can you all rate? How many of you have neck pains? Neck pains or vertigo or spondylosis? Okay. Back pains? Back pains? Okay, alright. Anyone having frozen shoulder or shoulder pain? Not many. Okay, alright, fine. Okay. So I will teach some of the we'll quickly learn some exercises and I want you to at least start doing this at home. Okay? Will you all be doing it? Yes. Okay, hands up whoever is thinking of doing it at least.
So this is the first opening free session for all, without appointments.
Alright, alright, okay. So everyone, now we start off with the neck exercises. Okay, whoever has a neck pain, first of all you can all sit comfortably into your chair. Okay. Yes, alright, keep sufficient spacing between, keep some gaps, okay? Alright, so we start off with our neck exercises. So for this you have to raise your neck up and down as much as you can. Okay, up and down. Yes, take it up and down. Yes, very good. Up and down. Alright, this has to be done 10 times. Alright, 10 times. Second is you have to turn side to side. It's like seeing your neighbor at the side. Right? Look at your neighbor if you are not seeing so far. Yes, side to side. Right, pull, left. Right, left. Right, left. Alright. Third one is trying to touch your ear to shoulder, side to side. Okay? Side to side. As much as you can. This should not give you pain. Okay? If you're having any pain, do it less. It should be comfortable. Okay? Do not do it extra. Okay? Side to side, ear to shoulder, as much as you can. Yes. So these three exercises are good for people with neck pain. Alright? Now next we go on to shoulder pains. Okay? So for this you have to keep your hands straight up. Okay? And do it this way. Up and down. Take it up, straight and down as much as you can. All these continue. All these exercises should be pain-free. Okay, so do not exert. Up and down. Again, this exercise 10 times. Alright? Yes. No, you can do it in sitting. If you are comfortable in standing, you can do it in standing as well. Second one is from the side. Up and down. From the sides, take it up. Now I think you will all hit each other. Okay, so you can just learn this so that you can do it at home. Alright? So this also goes side to side. Again 10 times. The first one was front. Second is from the side. Right? Now next is, can you all keep your hands straight here in front? Yes. Now I want you to rotate. Okay, turn your wrist. Okay, in a circular manner. This will help you if there's any stiffness into your wrist or you're having any wrist pain. This will address that. Okay, and you can work better, especially for women who are into cooking, cutting. Okay, if you get any of these pains, you can do this. You can do this clockwise and then you go anti-clockwise. Again, you can do this for 10 times. I'm saying 10 times, but you are allowed to do it 30 times. Alright? 10, 10, 10. Total 30 times. And you can take breaks in between. Okay? Now next we go on to your knee. How many of you have arthritis or knee pains? Knee pains, arthritis? Some of you. Okay. Now that you are sitting, I want you to do a kicking movement. I want you to get your leg up and take the leg down. Okay? Do it up and you take it down. Yes, up. That is a very important exercise for most of the people, say above 50 years of age. You should practice this. Either whether you have pain or no, you have to practice this. Okay? This is for your knee strengthening. So if you cannot walk for long, if you practice this exercise, you will be able to walk long without pain. Okay? Very important exercise of all. Sitting you can do this. This exercise is purely to be done in sitting. In standing it's difficult to raise the leg up. Okay? So this has to be done 10, 10, 10, 30 times. Okay? Now next is, now that you have done, you have got the leg up and down, next you have to get the leg up and hold there for around 5 seconds. Okay? Can you all practice this? Get your legs up both together and hold there for 5 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get it down, up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again down. Very important, okay? Once again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Again to be done 10 times. Most of this exercise should be done 10 times. And even more than that is you're most welcome. Now next is for your blood circulation. Anyone having your DVT or blood issues? Any of that? Varicose veins? Anyone? Oh, alright, okay. Now what you can do is you can just move your ankles for the foot. Okay, you can move your ankle up and down, up and down. This is a very good exercise for improving your blood circulation. Okay. Yeah, okay. Can you just move the ankle up and down? Yes. Up and down, up and down. Okay, up and down. Okay. So with this is just a yes. You can keep it on the floor or you can even lift it up. No problem. Okay. So this is just a small gist that I'm trying to explain. Okay. There are many more exercises and many concentrations to be done too. But this is just a takeaway exercise that you can practice in a short span of time. Alright. If you have any more, if you need any more advice or you need more advice on this or you need some consultation for your any of your problems, you can contact us.
Okay, thank you. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, doctor.
Alright. Yeah. Thank you.
Melanie Paris, and this is just a trailer. The full film, you want to come, please book and come, and we'll be able to see. We are late already. We thank all this. We thank all the guests here, particularly Pratika. I think someone got on. Thank you, Father, for blessing us. I think Father Maverick, Sarpanch, Dr. Jude. I know you must have postponed your surgery tomorrow. I thank Alvin, I think Father Mervin, Father, Nancy, Doctor, and our Srikant. Thank you very much. Thank you my board members. Thank you for Donna. Thank you everybody, and God bless you. Go back safely. We come for a small.